Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And now, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, and it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He completes this to Walker. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Nifty move. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now Wilson on 1st down. Powers through it. And they'll get this down to the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Walker has it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Look at the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Goff. And that'll be caught. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got Largent complete here over the middle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. Wilson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Evades him at the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. On first down, Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They go play action with Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Wilson will throw again.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Myers connects on the PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing on third, Goff.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
and the return will stop right around the 25. Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks just continue to roll.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And quickly they get to the line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Wilson.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Again, Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown!
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Seahawks are pouring it on.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks have got it on cruise control.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Wilson. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. Now Wilson. Now he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap for Goff. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right?
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Brown. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Wilson rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Touchdown!
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Goff.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw.
A little short pass here.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're...
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st down, Goff.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Goff on 1st down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Oh, Wilson going to throw. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Goff.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
An effective 7-yard.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Again, Goff.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down. Now Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Wilson now off the bootleg.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Ken Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And